She walked to work every morning, rain or shine, in the same sweater, with the same bag, and a quiet smile that never asked for attention. She spent her days organizing books, helping children find stories, and eating lunch alone in the break room. Most people thought she was kind, simple, ordinary, but when she passed away at age 81, her tiny town discovered a secret. She had quietly saved and left behind over $6 million. Her name was Sylvia Bloom. Born in Brooklyn in 1919, the daughter of working-class immigrants, she learned about discipline early, and money was always tight. She went to public school, took the subway every day, and got a job as a secretary while putting herself through college at night. She didn't complain, didn't party, didn't chase trends. She graduated and started working full-time at a law firm, typing contracts, scheduling meetings, and managing correspondence for wealthy partners. But while they built fortunes in front of her, Sylvia watched and took notes. When her bosses made investment decisions, she listened carefully and quietly mirrored them, buying small amounts of the same stocks they did. With her own limited salary, no one noticed, because she never talked about money, never flaunted a thing. She lived in the same rent-controlled apartment for decades, took the bus, packed her own lunch, and reused envelopes to write grocery lists. She didn't act rich because she wasn't trying to look wealthy. She was trying to become free. For 67 years, Sylvia worked at the same firm and saved steadily, investing in blue-chip companies, reinvesting dividends, letting time do its magic. She never married, had no children, and lived with quiet purpose. Her colleagues liked her, but no one suspected she was building a fortune quietly in the background. She would sit in the back of the library, read annual reports in silence, highlight numbers with a soft pencil, and fold the corners of pages she wanted to revisit. She took handwritten notes, compared companies, and tracked the market long before the internet ever existed. She didn't talk about it because she didn't need to. When she passed in 2016, her niece was shocked to discover her will, and even more shocked to discover the numbers. Sylvia Bloom had saved and invested her way to more than $6 million, and nearly all of it she gave away. $2 million went to scholarships for underprivileged students. Another $2 million went to a local foundation, and the rest was distributed across causes she believed in deeply: literacy, education, opportunity. She never wanted a statue, or a headline, or her name carved into a building. She just wanted to help others find the path she had carved quietly on her own. Even in death, she kept her humility. Today, the scholarships she funded are sending young girls from immigrant families to college, just like she once did. Working late, studying harder, believing quietly in something better. Sylvia Bloom proved something powerful: that you don't have to be loud to be legendary. You don't need to chase millions. You just need to master your habits. Live below your means. Invest with patience. Let time work in your favor. She never owned a mansion, never drove a luxury car, never chased status, and yet she changed lives because she understood something most people forget: that small decisions, repeated quietly, shape entire destinies. Sometimes, at the end of a long day, Sylvia would take the long way home, walking past the same bookstore she loved as a child, stopping to glance at the titles in the window. She never went inside. She didn't need to. She had already read every book that mattered. She'd climb the old stairs to her apartment, turn on the lamp, and sit by the window with a warm cup of tea, looking out over the city that never knew what she was building. She never posted about it, never talked about it, but night after night, she was planting seeds for a garden she would never see, and that was enough for her. If this story moved you, share it with someone who thinks it's too late, too small, or too ordinary to change their future. And subscribe for more stories of quiet power and hidden greatness. Because sometimes, the people we overlook most are the ones building the biggest legacy.